Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. This is going to be another one of those kind of scientific experiment type of videos. I'm going to break down the Baby Banter. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It's got some smuts on it from where I've been cutting. But then I've been so impressed with the thick washers I put in my J-cape that I figure since I use it as a size comparison knife, that would be like night and day, you know, trying them if these will fit with a bearing knife. I'm just really curious how it's going to work. So I'm stoked to try it out. It is for science, so it could change back at any given moment. Might not even work, but we're going to give it a college try, right? I appreciate y'all being here. I want to take a little special time and thank all the channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you. These are T8s, by the way. And I also want to thank anyone who's taken the time to stop in here to watch my knife, my ADC content. I really appreciate you. If you're so inclined and I can convince you to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, it really helps me out. I would really appreciate it. So I think we've got a captive pivot. I don't think I've taken this apart before. Let's see if I'm going to have to take my pocket clip. Yep. It's going to be a T6. Grab that. T6 on the clip. Try to keep those screws together. Get this threaded out. Let's see what we got. There we go. All right. Now we've got our liner. We've got our blade that we're going to clean up. And we've got some little non-skiff bearings. Not surprising. But the first thing I want to do, I want to get my magic eraser. And then I'm going to get some Wicked Clean. I'm going to clean up this blade. I think this is just Gradu, but this thing is kind of good at getting all that type of stuff over there. So whether it's a little bit of oxidation or if it's just some grease that's gotten in there and hardened, this will definitely take it off. It really works like an eraser. It's kind of strange. But unfortunately, under the camera, you can't really give it a lot of good elbow grease like I like to give it. Even worse than that stone washing, it'll take it off. But I just don't want this VG10 to oxidize any more than it has. I've used this knife so much in the rain. Took it off camera so I'm not shaking the table. Trust me when I tell you, it's just giving me more leverage. Put it against my body. So smooth off some of this Gradu that's Alright, we got our blaze steel. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little spritz of alcohol. And this should not be a long process, kids. We're going to find out real quick if the thick washers are going to be cut into where they fit right, because the tolerances are so tight. They fit great on our J-Cape, or excuse me, our McNeese. But now we're trying them on a imported Civivi, so we'll see. I gotta get some more alcohol. Get that oil out of there that's kind of dried up. And then what I'm gonna do, let that alcohol dry real quick. Move my bearings. Oh, I'm going to switch my bits. And I am going to take a little bit of Wicked Clean. It's a lot more waxy, so it does not come out nearly as liberally, which is probably a good thing. But it's a very good protectant slash cleaner. Gets a lot of oxidation, gets a lot of smuts, dirt, and this knife's been on the table for so long. It's come into contact with much stuff. So I'm just gonna rub the blade down. Do a little blade maintenance while we got her apart. Rubbing away from my blade. I'm going to take this. I'm going to grind down here. Just had dirt in that choil, but this thing takes it out as quick as anything. Alright. So now I'm going to continue to clean. I'm going to wipe this off. Treat it with the Wicked Wax. You can feel that sandblasted finish, which is what allows moisture into some of those pore areas. Clean it up around the pivots. Alright, now we're time to buff her up, get her back together, and see what we are able to accomplish with washers. Phosphorus bronze, solid washers. First thing I need to do is check the thickness. Let's do that. Let's see. Perfect there. Perfect there. Let's see if these go through. I think they're 3/64. Yep. And they're kind of tight through 3/64. And these are tight through 3/64 as they should be. Okay. So guys, what we're going to do, whoops. I just dropped my blade. What we're going to do is I am going to lube up with my Slick-em-all, my little First I'm going to take my scale, put a little alcohol on it, clean off any of that eraser material that fell down there. Then I am going to deploy my brother Justin ODC EDC Slick 'em all. I'm going to deploy it right around this pivot. Ever so lightly. Right up that pivot a little bit. All right. Now, take my first washer. Let it sit down in there. Okay. Then we're going to work on this guy. Where did I put this guy? We're going to do a little scale maintenance here. Rub some of this off. And we're going to wipe it down. Everything's going to be clean. And no oxidation. I do not want to bend my liner lock. It's got great detent. Let's see what we got here. All right, take our alcohol. Is that good and cleaned up? All right, now I'm going to take my Slick 'em all. Like an Oreo, you can tell I've used way too much, but I'm going to work it in. Work it in just like that. Slick 'em all on my track here. Just a little bit, help seat it. And then just a little Slick 'em all in my ball. On my detent track. A globule there. Alright guys, so now I'm attempting, and I just did, snap it back together. So what I'm going to do first is captivate my pivot, and we will see what a Civivi Banter, Baby Banter. Uh-oh. I see a problem, NASA. I see a major problem. I've got a washer out here. That means I either didn't put a washer on, or it means I just left the damn thing out. Which is what I did. At least I didn't get it all the way together. Alright, so I need to drop that down there, And then we're ready to go. All right. All right. Pop that down. Take our pivot. I'm imagining this one's not going to go as smoothly as our McNeese because it went so well. It looks like I'm missing a screw. Where's that other screw? There is no other screw. Duh. Alright, so I'll flip that, which is not good, but I'll put this one screw in. It's not going to work. Put the one screw in. Get back in your hole, baby. Shake down in there. There you go. Alright, let's do this. I need my T6. T6. I'm getting nothing there. Must be because I don't have it slid back enough. Let's see, what do we do? Okay, I'm gonna have to pull you out. I have to pull you out just a hair. Now we're gonna have to push you down in there. Don't be difficult. Don't be difficult, little screw. There you go. That's what we want. And tighten up your mama. Tighten up your little daddy. Now we'll get our T8 back. We will tighten up our body. Let's see what we got here. No wiggle. Very stiff. It's going to need to be loosened a little because I've got it really tweaked down, guys. Let's try this. No wiggle. No side to side. A little bit more. Yeah, that tightens her down. So I take it just a little bit looser. We'll get her to break in. Dead nut centered. Dead nut center's got it too tight. See what happens if I give it an ounce of a turn. Still dead nuts. Still dead nuts. So guys, here's our Baby Banter. Perfectly centered. Ready for business. I'm going to, while I have it out here, put a little Wicked Wax on it. It won't take us but a second. And once we do this, we will have nipped any of our oxidation issues in the bud. And it's also a lubricant. So I'm a big fan of Wicked Wax or CPL or other blade protectants. I like the Wicked Wax because the form factor, it's made by Fred, the Preach Forge. I've met him several times. Seems like a really good guy. Seems like he knows what he's doing with his cleaners and his paste and his lubes. So anyway, I will let this sit on here for a second. We did verify that we had 3/64 with our little bearings, which we will chuck in here while we let that dry, and we will write on here with tiny little letters, Baby Banter. That way, if we need to switch them out, and we know which ones they are, and we know which skiffs we can get for them. So guys, use my Get GoodSkrew or my GoodSkrew Driver that you can get at Get GoodSkrew. These things are coming down in price. They are making some absolutely bangers. Some of the new models are to die for. I'll leave a link. It's not an affiliate link. It's just a link to their page. But if y'all are looking for a really cool driver, a really cool rotating driver caddy, the Get GoodSkrew is the way to go. So let's slick them all out of our tube so it doesn't dry in there. Let's pop that back in here. And then we will de-wax our blade. We'll try our washers one more time. And we will bid this project an adieu. But it does tell me that that other row of bearings that I have all the different lists, from the Buzz to all these other knives that they'll fit. It's a 5mm by 3/16. Maybe my Quiet Carry Ion would be a good one for that. I don't know. I'm going to have to find the right knife because it looks like it'll fit several. And I used to never be a washer guy. I always loved the dropness of a good bearing, right? But there's something to be talked about with that controlled, no slop, just precision feel of your Spartan Harsey, of your Strider, of your other really strong washer-made knives. But guys, that was a complete success. I'd like to thank Brother Steve over at Skiff Bearings for hooking me up with these to try out. I told him I was curious, and now I think I could be hooked on something a little bit different than I've been hooked on before. So guys, I love it. I'll leave you a link to these bearings for the Civivi Baby Banter. They're not bearings, they're thick washers. I will leave you a link to the cheat sheet, which is a great little tool if you're going to be doing any bearing swaps. And guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for coming in. If you're still here and you're so inclined, I would be so tickled if you would hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification icon next to it. It would really help me out. But guys, most importantly, please, please, please look out for that guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. And always choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.